Hello everyone, my name is Luciano Oliveira. I am a Brazilian attorney who's also licensed in California and Texas. I am the managing partner of Oliveira Lawyers, and today we're going to be talking about the three top advantages of applying for the Digital Nomad Visa while in Brazil. So it's not just like general advantages, we're talking about advantages when you are physically in Brazil. Okay, so the first one is you don't need to leave the country. I know many foreign citizens, they don't know about it, but for many visas you actually need to leave Brazil. So let's say if you are approved for residency in Brazil because you bought a real estate property, you're not going to be able to get the residency while you're in Brazil. They are going to ask you to travel back to your country of origin, and only there you're going to be able to get a visa, right? So for the digital nomad, there is no such need. So let's say you travel to Brazil, you're trying out the country, you like it, right there you can apply for this visa. So that's a big plus. The second one, when you are applying in Brazil, the fee is dirt cheap. Believe it or not, you're going to pay roughly $34 as the government fee for the visa, right? It doesn't get much better than that. The third advantage is that you can plan your time in Brazil in a way that you can stack up your stay time with the time that the visa is going to allow you, right? So when you come to Brazil, you get 90 days. You can extend your stay for an additional 90 days. And during the second term, you could apply for the Digital Nomad Visa, get an additional year, and then apply for a renewal and get a second year. Okay, so that's a lot of time in Brazil. And this is another advantage of applying while you're still in Brazil. Now, is everything good, just advantages when you're applying for Brazil? No, there are actually some disadvantages, and that's what we're going to have as a bonus for you, okay? Like the top three disadvantages of applying while you're still in Brazil. So the first one is when you are abroad, you actually have some help from the Brazilian consulate, right? So let's say if you're in New York, if you're in Dallas, if you're in London, or in Paris or Dubai. And Dubai actually, there is an embassy in Abu Dhabi, but it's still like you could use the embassy in Abu Dhabi. But the thing is, this help you're gonna get only outside of Brazil. When you are in Brazil, nobody is gonna help you like a consulate is gonna help you. So instead, you're gonna need to hire professional help so they can use a system called Migrante Web, okay? And you can find a link in the comment section of this video. And this system is not to be used by a layperson, all right? I know many foreign citizens, they are really smart, they can figure things out, but this system is kind of cumbersome, right? And again, it wasn't designed to be used by laypersons. So you would kind of need to hire professional help for the application. The second disadvantage is if you are in Brazil, maybe it's going to be much more difficult for you to obtain some of the documents that you're going to need for the application. Two examples, like criminal records, right? I don't know, maybe in your country you can order remotely, but in some countries you actually need to sign an affidavit or to visit the court. So this is going to be difficult if you are in Brazil. Another document that most people don't know about it is like if you don't have your parents' names on your passport, you're going to need an original apostilled birth certificate. Okay, so it's not just, oh, I got a copy of my birth certificate, I don't need to worry. No, you're going to have to produce an original version, an original hard copy of your birth certificate. You're going to need an apostille. If your country is part of the apostille convention, and in addition to that, you're going to need like a sworn translation. So many of those steps, they are going to be handled abroad in your country, and if you are in Brazil, you kind of going to need to rely on friends or family, but that's another downside of applying while in Brazil. The third downside is, and we saw that happening more than once, people are stacking up, right? Like the stays in Brazil, like they get the 90 days and they wait, like for the second 90 days, like the extension, and they end up messing up the application. And when they are ready to apply, their time is already expired, right? Some people are going to say, well, but you can always apply for an extension, or I don't know, present an excuse to the Polícia Federal, to the federal police in Brazil. Yes, that's true. Some people can get by, they just pay some penalties, but a penalty could be up to 10,000 reais, right, which is roughly like $2,000. And depending on your overstay, you could jeopardize your Digital Nomad Visa application. So that's another downside right there. So this is it for this video. I hope you liked the video, the information. If you did, please like our video and subscribe to our channel, and see you in the next video.